Hear now the story of the resurrection of our Lord according to Matthew chapter 28. After the Sabbath, as the first day of the week was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord, descending from heaven, came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing white as snow. For fear of him, the guards shook and became like dead men. But the angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He is not here, for he has been raised, as he said. Come see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples he has raised from the dead, and indeed he is going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him. And this is my message for you." So they left the tomb quickly with fear and great joy and ran to tell his disciples. Suddenly, Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." And they came to him, took hold of his feet, and worshiped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers and sisters to go to Galilee. There they will see me." Alleluia, he is risen.
He is risen indeed. Alleluia.
Good morning. Happy Easter. Did you hear the refrain that we were singing? When somebody goes, "Alleluia, he is risen," then you say, excellent. Y'all are so good. And so, Easter. What is Easter? Oh, it's the morning when babies cry. Excellent. Who knows what Easter is? What's Easter? That's right. We celebrate. What he said was we celebrate Easter because of Jesus' death. But actually, it's not just his death, but resurrection. But yeah, this is the culmination. That's a big word. This is the end of what we call Holy Week. It began with Jesus and his disciples parading into Jerusalem and being celebrated as a conquering hero. But then as the week went on, he was kind of upsetting religious leaders and stuff. He challenged their authority and he went and turned over the tables in the temple. It's like, can you imagine if somebody came in here and just started flipping all the tables over and messing up the chairs?
Yes.
We wouldn't like that, would we?
Yes.
No. And so at the end of the week, they decided that they were going to do something about Jesus. And the first thing they did was they arrested him. Have any of you ever been arrested?
Yes.
Well, I want to hear about this, Sam. Maybe in a few years, maybe not.
Let's hope not.
You know, guess what? I've lived 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65 years, and I have never been arrested. But you kind of, what happens when people are arrested? Yeah? They go to jail. It's like quite often they put handcuffs on them, either behind their back or in front. Do they get to hang out with their family and friends? No. You're being contrary today, Sam. No, they take you away and they lock you in a room. It's like, oh my gosh, this is what they did to Jesus. They didn't have handcuffs, but they tied his hands with rope. Do you think you'd like to be arrested sometime? No. Have your hands tied and you kind of be driven someplace and put behind bars? Me neither. Do you think Jesus like that? I don't think so. What were you going to say? Somebody tied you with a towel once. but then he untied you, right? Yeah.
My parents almost went to jail.
Oh my.
Got speeding tickets.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I ask how many people have ever sped, gone over the speed limit, I think a few of these folks had done the same thing. But after they arrested Jesus, Then they started being really mean to him.
Yeah,
Can
he
you-
started being mean and he died on the cross.
He did. We're not to the death on the cross yet. But they were mean to him. They made fun of him. Has anybody ever made fun of you?
No.
Called you names and stuff? I hope not. But yeah,
He endured the pain.
he did endure the pain. Yeah, they said mean things to him and mocked him and made fun of him and called him names. And they also whipped him. It's like, I got a few spankings when I was younger. That was before we quit doing that. But it's no fun getting hit. Anybody ever punched you or something? Got into a fight? Does it feel good? It doesn't. It hurts. Yeah. So Jesus went through all this and he endured it all. Did Jesus fight back? No. Did he rally his followers and say, okay, come, it's time for you to come and free me and we'll escape from here? He did nothing of that. He just took it on. And then finally, do you see that thing over there? Not the step ladder. What's this called? A cross. Yeah. Now, let's see, I'm wearing a cross. Anybody else wearing a cross? Yeah? Yeah, we wear a cross because we believe in Jesus. But back when during that Holy Week when Jesus was, the cross was anything. I mean, no one wore it around their necks because it was really a symbol of torture and pain. I mean, I don't know how much to belabor it, but they nailed Jesus to the cross. Can you imagine somebody putting nails through your hands and your feet? It's incredibly painful. I can't imagine it being done to me or ever doing it to someone else. But that's what they did to Jesus. And what did he do? He endured the pain. He endured the pain. Now,
He died on the cross.
he did die. He died on the cross. I was just thinking, though, instead of enduring the pain, he could have chosen to be mean back to them, couldn't he? He could have. Have you ever been, when somebody's mean to you, have you been mean back to them? I know my brother and I would sometimes get into little fights and stuff, and he'd say something mean or he'd punch me and I'd punch him back or something. It's just like when folks are mean to us, that's like our first response. Why do you think people were mean to Jesus? Why do you think people are mean in general? Why do you think people are mean? Because they do. Yeah. Why do you think people are mean? Well, that's not why they're mean, but Jesus is God's son. Yeah.
Because they thought he was bad.
They thought he was bad. And I was thinking about it. It's like, why are people mean? And the answer I finally came up with, I had to think about it. It's because people think that if they're mean to someone, that life is better for them. They think that if they're mean to someone else, that it will be better for them. And so the religious leaders thought that their life would be better if they were mean to Jesus and didn't allow him to become more powerful or followed by a lot of people. And so as Christians, we believe that love actually is the way to live. And so instead of thinking that if we're mean to someone else, life will be better for us, to love means that if we love someone else, love will be better for everyone. Life will be better for everyone. Have you experienced that? Ever notice when you give somebody a hug, they tend to hug you back? It's kind of nice. Or maybe if you need some help and you ask somebody and they help you, it's like, it feels good. That's what love looks like. It looks like instead of saying mean things, it means saying encouraging things. Things like thank you or wow, that's a really sharp jacket you're wearing today. Or thank you for being so quiet and attentive up here. That's encouraging things to one another. Now, the real question is, why did Jesus go through all this? Why did he endure the pain and allow himself to be beat up and name called and then nailed on the cross and die? Why did he do that? He did it for us. And he trusted that being mean was not the way to bring about life. What he trusted was that if you love, life abounds. And so since Jesus did that for us, it lets us know what? It lets us know that God also loves us. God did all of this so that we would know that God is love, and that if we choose to love, and it is a choice, if we choose to love, to be kind, to be compassionate, to forgive, ooh, that's a tough one, to serve, to do things for others, that life would abound. Now, Jesus trusted really that love was the way, and he died. Does that mean he was wrong? Was he wrong by trusting that love would be the way to bring about life? I mean, because he died and they put him in a tomb, didn't they? But what happened? He escaped. He did escape. He escaped death. We have a fancy word that we use. It's called resurrected, but it means to be made live again. And so Jesus trusted that love works and that love will win. God is love and teaches us that God will win. And in Jesus' resurrection, in Jesus coming back to life, to show that you cannot kill love, that love is the way to life, and that life will win. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? Oh, yeah. What are these things? They're butterflies. Yeah, you helped make some, didn't you? Yeah. Now, why do we have butterflies coming out of the tomb? Oh, you think you know, Rosie? Because Jesus was resurrected and became a butterfly? No. What do you think? Oh, promise with Noah. The rainbow is a great promise from God, but that's not quite it. I'll let you answer a lot of things. Yeah.
Like the butterflies represent love?
Butterflies represent love. Not anybody. There's a children's book called something about a caterpillar. What is it?
The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Has anybody read that book? What happens in the book? He eats. There's a caterpillar, and he eats, and he eats. He doesn't feel good. And then what happens? Does he do that?
No, he eats a leaf.
He eats a leaf. After he eats and eats and gets bigger and bigger, and then what happens? He spins a cocoon. You know what a cocoon is?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this, it's like a husk or a covering. It's like all of a sudden the caterpillar spins this around themselves, and it sort of looks like they're dead. And then it turns into a butterfly. That's right, the caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. Well, if you think about it, imagine I was a great big butterfly. I mean, a great big caterpillar. I look much more like a caterpillar than a butterfly. But imagine that this was my cocoon, and I went in there as a caterpillar and closed the stone on the tomb, and then I did the transformation thing and opened the tomb, and I came out as a butterfly. That's why butterflies are here, because they're a symbol of resurrection, a symbol of life after death, because it seems like the caterpillar dies and comes back to life. And so I'm not sure caterpillars actually die. They are certainly transformed. And we trust that God does the same thing. God transforms death in us to life. And so the butterfly is a symbol, and in a few moments we're going to be talking about baptism too. That's also a symbol of death and rebirth, death and new life.